She was once the kindest goddess in the world. When she saw humans suffering from birth, aging, sickness, and death, and from the pain of love and separation, the goddess of fortune felt deep sorrow. She did not know how to save these creatures who were filled with so much pain. One day, she saw a dying child coughing heavily. Unable to watch him suffer, she made a decision. She used her divine power to transfer his illness into her own body. The boy recovered instantly. After seeing this with their own eyes, people began to line up at her door, hoping she could absorb their pain and disasters too. She never refused a single request. Even though the misfortune began to erode her divine nature, she forced herself to endure the pain. She took on each person's suffering, one by one. Despite everything she endured, she believed it was worth it. Because to her, making others happy meant she was happy too. Many years later, she returned to the village to visit the people she had helped. But what she saw shocked her. She realized that by removing their misfortunes, she had also taken away their drive. They had fallen into endless laziness and decay. At that moment, a man bumped into her. She looked at him and smiled. He was the little boy she had saved long ago. But instead of recognizing her, he spat in her face. She froze. She had sacrificed everything to save them. In the end, the most foolish one had been herself. The misfortune she had held back for so long finally broke free. As she stood on the edge of losing herself completely, a group of poorly dressed strangers walked toward her. She thought they had come to ask her to take away their bad luck too. But soon she saw their faces. Though they were poor and thin, they smiled with real joy. In contrast, the people she had once helped looked miserable and full of complaints. As they passed by, she shouted at them. She asked, "Why do the people around you seem so happy, while the ones I saved are still empty inside?" A monk answered her calmly, "True happiness comes from one's own effort." Hearing that, she could no longer hold back. She turned away and ran, crying. While running, anger filled her mind. She believed those people were her followers, yet this monk had stolen her role as the goddess of fortune. She looked at her own broken form, neither human nor divine, and could no longer hold back her resentment. In a flash, the sweet and kind goddess transformed into a terrifying figure. Misfortune and darkness poured out of her. At that moment, some nearby humans saw her. Thinking she was a demon, they screamed and ran. Now consumed by evil, she began to enjoy the thrill of hunting and killing. She targeted a mother first. The mother knew she could not escape, so she chose to shield her child. The child's innocent smile touched something buried deep in the goddess's heart. That tiny spark of kindness came back. She struggled to take back control of her body. In a final act of will, she grabbed her own throat and choked herself. Then came a flash of bright white light. In that moment, the goddess of fortune split herself into 7 divine forms, the 7 gods known as the 7 lucky gods.